So let's switch gears a little bit and talk about the comprehension conversation for this book. So tell me about what you wanted students to focus on when you brought them back for discussion.
At its core, observation and feedback is about coaching teachers to improve student learning.
Carlos goes camping. I wanted them to make a connection.
In this feedback meeting, Asia starts her deep dive with a precise question. What was the objective of her lesson? Once she has done that, Asia uses video of a master teacher who did the same lesson that Kristi had done earlier. Watch how Asia uses this video clip to help Kristi identify her weaknesses.
Okay. So I have a video of Shadell.
Okay.
And she starts off the comprehension conversation with a retell.
Okay.
So she has a very clear focus, and I want us to note what her focus is and see if we can pull that out from her conversation with the students. But additionally, I want you to notice how she begins that conversation with the group.
As you notice, before showing the video and after showing the video, Asia asks a targeted question to focus Kristi on what she's watching.
All right, let's come together. Yeah, she's flying away from that cat, but what did she do before she flew away from the cat?
Okay, so we'll stop it right there. Okay, so what did you notice about the way Shadell opened up that comprehension conversation?
She opened it up saying, pretend like I've never read this story. So that I opened it up so that they had to include all the details of the story as if she's never read it.
Asia gives Kristi the opportunity to debrief each item that she has watched. In this way, Kristi is doing the thinking, increasing her ability to identify the components of effective teaching and to identify the weaknesses in her own.
Retelling it, Shadell chimed in with questions as those points were brought up.
So now thinking about all the moves that Shadell made there, she said, how do you think she felt? Why do you think that? What in the story makes you think that? So she used a lot of the really generic step prompts.
Exactly.
To get the student to change her thinking from she was surprised to scared, which was the more valid answer.
Right.
But also to make connections to help her better understand the text. So now think about that in comparison to the opening moves for the comprehension discussion that I saw today.
Yes. So in this comprehension discussion, I can start with a retell instead of making them separate. Instead of coming right to the connection, I can start with the retell, and as the retell progresses.
As you can see here, Asia summarizes what Kristi has seen and then asks her to compare that to her own teaching. What's the power of this approach? Kristi is articulating her own action steps and developing an eye for effective teaching. Asia could have just told Kristi what to do, but she wouldn't have internalized why this is so important. In this final part, Asia makes sure that Kristi applies this by putting the key actions right into her upcoming lesson. We have moved from talking about improvement to directly changing instruction.
So let's actually go into your plan and script out how this might look.
Okay.